People who condemned Lekki shooting but silent about Oyigbo unrest are hypocrites. Oyigbo must not be buried in silence. Why aren't many people saying anything about the alleged killings and human rights violations against or going on in Oyigbo? Or have you all found, like always, a justification for the senseless killings? Why cry for Lekki tollgate killings and pretend like Oyigbo isn't a thing? Why this selective condemnation of wrong? If some people weren't motivated by political bias in their previous support, the majority of those presently condemning Wike now wouldn't be surprised by his present utterances and actions, especially as it concerns what's happening in Oyigbo, River State. The man has consistently proven that he doesn't possess in abundance the requisite traits of a Democrat. Hence, his penchant for reckless verbal tantrums and other actions not befitting of a state chief executive. It's saddening that the man may have consciously or unconsciously propelled the alleged state-sponsored brutalization said to be going on in Oyigbo, River State. Unfortunately, there appeared to be a well-executed media blackout, possibly because those who could have had access to the area may have been prevented while the systematic reign of terror goes unchecked. Southeast political leaders, religious leaders, opinion molders, and indeed men and women of good conscience from different parts of Nigeria must speak out and raise their voices in calling on the relevant authorities to act now before things become uncontrollable. I have read from some honorable sources that life has become brutish, hellish, nightmarish, and even very cheap courtesy of security agents allegedly instigated Wike. It's the responsibility of the government to ensure that any person or persons found to have gotten involved in the killing of security agents face the consequences of their actions to the fullest. But carrying out collective punishment on innocent citizens because they share the same ethnic background with suspected killers or because of the proximity of their residence with those of the suspected killers in primitive, wicked, and unjust. We already know that life is very cheap in Nigeria, yet we shouldn't make it cheaper than it is presently. Any of us could become a victim tomorrow, consciously or unconsciously. Like Martin Luther King Jr. said, injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. Silence born out of insensitivity, cowardice, or political correctness at a moment like this makes very one of us more vulnerable than we can imagine. For Wike, it's important to remind him that the power he so recklessly and ruthlessly wields and deploys at will shall evaporate in due course because the law of gravity hasn't ceased to be efficacious. A stitch in time saved nine. Source: Punch newspaper. Thank you for listening to this news. You see, little Wike, everyone is pointing finger at you. I told you from the beginning that you need to be careful. You need to be careful because as it is now, you are gradually making rubbish of your name. You are messing up the good name that has taken you time to build. People who know you to be this kind of governor that respects human integrity and human feelings are now the ones standing against you. Are you happy with that? Are you? You shouldn't, my dear, because it will only spoil your administration and make a mess of your personality. Yes, Lekki massacre is something that is like a wound that can never be healed. Same to Oyigbo. I said it earlier this morning in one of my videos that Oyigbo is gradually getting hotter than the Lekki massacre because of what the soldiers are doing to the indigents, and also the curfew that the governor has announced in that same state, in that same community, is affecting the people. While the governor's curfew is affecting the people, the soldiers are also affecting the people. So what do you want the people to do? People are dying in numbers in that state just for no reason, just for something they know nothing about. Why is that supposed to happen? That doesn't supposed to happen at all. So Nyesom Wike, this is a challenge to you. You can see that everyone is pointing fingers at you. It is not supposed to, but you have permitted that. You have permitted that, and you have encouraged that. And why? Why will you do that? No, I refuse to allow that. Nyesom Wike, I advise you to take up the mantle of your leadership. Do what you feel that is right. Do what you know that you're supposed to do. Quench the violence in Oyigbo. Let your power speak positive. The people still believe in you. They know what you are capable of. No one hates you. They still love you. They still know that you can make things happen in Rivers. That is why they keep calling on you. That's why they keep making reference to you. I tell you, my viewers, Oyigbo may be hot now, but as time goes on, it will end up becoming one of the peaceful state community in Rivers. And again, that activity of the Hýpocritês that you have banned, I will personally advise that you revisit that, because I bet you Hýpocritês has no single hand in what is happening in River State, as earlier said by Lekki and Nnamdi Kanu. You understand? Okay, it's just a cheap blackmail for you to hit the group and focus on your decision to cause to back the upcoming republic. That is their plan. That is the plan of this federal government. They want states to turn their back on Hýpocritês, but not knowing to them that no states that you visit that you will not find Hýpocritês existing. It's very, very impossible. Hýpocritês exists in every state, whether they like it or not. So my viewers, deem it fit to leave your comments below the comment box. Click on the subscription button as well as the bell button to receive more updates. Thank you.